that again. Go ahead, say it again. You scared to say it again? Cause I can send this video straight to your mama's cell phone. Oh, we done changed our tune now, huh?
Let's go. It's time, fellas. It's time.
Really?
Got y'all, man. Going back to the trainer right now. That's what's up.
SSOs, baby.
When I was a rookie, there was no training. First time I got on the job, I didn't even have a full uniform. Just a shirt that was given to me just so I could work. The uniforms was white back then. We were called sentries. I didn't even know what that title was, or what it meant, for that matter. So I had to look it up to see what it really meant. It said, a soldier stationed to keep guard or to control access to a place. Thought to myself, where did they come up with that? Well, I was told to stand at exit 2 on the first floor. And that's just what I did. Until somebody told me that I could walk around after the bell rung. I didn't know anything. I didn't know about passing time. I didn't know about the first bell, the warning bell, the late bell. I didn't know nothing. I didn't know that my school was more than one school with multiple administrators that were divided by sections and children that they considered their own. And the kids, well, they were just as divided. My mentality during that time was, this whole building is my section, and all these kids in this building are my responsibility. I had to learn along the way what the rules were and how I had to enforce them to the best of my ability. One thing for sure, I never stopped learning. I always had to humble myself through every experience I encountered. Let's take a listen to the rookies, veterans, and to the trainers.
Jerry, you got 20 years working here, man?
Yeah.
What was it like back then as opposed to now? Like,
A lot different.
Not
as bad, not as busy.
Right. So the difference back then was it more hectic or more like fast paced?
More hands-on.
Team-oriented?
More team-oriented, more relations with families and kids. Now it's all different.
So what advice would you give to a person that's trying to come safety officer?
Listen to the veterans. They got a lot of years in. Listen to multiple people. You can get different ideas on how to come to do the job and the approach. I've been almost 20 years. I still don't know everything. I'm still learning.
Right. What's the most fun part of this job? Like the most rewarding part, at least?
Seeing the kids walk across the stage.
That's what's up. Appreciate your time, brother. We'll get back to you. So what's the longest you worked here, though? How long has you been working?
Where? Here?
In the district. Yeah. How long you been working in the district?
20 years.
20 years. So what was it like back then as opposed to right now?
A lot of things have changed.
Kids, staff, the behavior.
All around.
Right.
Even me.
Right. What advice would you give to somebody that's trying to become a safety officer?
Be humble.
Be humble.
Goodbye.
And get out of my hallway?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it going.
I'll get some water.
Yep, you wasn't getting water as long as it took me to walk from that corner to here.
see what I see. La 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 la. If you looked in my life, you see what I see. La 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 la. If you looked in my life, you see what I see. My life, my life, my life in the sunshine. Life can be only what you make it. When you're feeling down, you should never fake it. Say what's on your mind, and in time you'll find that all the negative energies, it will all cease, and you'll be at peace with yourself. And you won't really need no one else.
So, how many years have you been working with the district?
Officially 7. I came in, I did 2.5 years subbing, and then that other half a year I came in, they liked what I did. I was at an elementary school. Danny and Lori saw fit for me to be hired. I did 1 year extra subbing at School 42, did my first year permanent at School 42, and then I transferred over to the good old East High.
Ah, okay. So what advice would you give to any new person that's trying to become a safety officer?
The best advice I can give to any new safety officer coming into this district, or any district really, stay in your own lane. Don't think that you can come in here knowing everything. If you do clubs, special events, and things like that, all of that goes out the door when you come into these buildings, because at the end of the day, A, you have to remember that you was once a child, and that you may or may have a child, nieces, nephews, sisters, and brothers, so you have to treat these kids with the same special attention as you wanted somebody to treat you back then, and the way you want to treat now.
That's what's up. So what's the most fun part or most rewarding part of this job?
I think the most rewarding part of this job for me is the training that we're doing right now. Every August we do a 2-week training, and even though it seems like it's the same training every year, it's beneficial every time you come to it, because what you may think you might have heard last year, trust me, it's something that you missed, and you gain it again this year.
Okay, that's what's up. When you were somewhat of a rookie, what person helped you go through your journey in regards to gaining tools, to do this profession right here?
When I was a rookie, I would have to say the only person that I truly felt like I had on my side as a rookie SSO was Danny. Dan Bittencourt. He's the head supervisor of the SSOs, and I mean, because like I said, I was at an elementary school and I was the only one in that school. So, well, no, actually, let me back that up. When I first started, I started out at Freddie Thomas.
Okay.
And I had the help of another gentleman named Sherrod Giles. He was at School 16 that transferred into Freddie Thomas. Then I got transferred over to School 42. And at School 42, I was the only SSO there. But still, Danny was my biggest influence in this industry.
That's what's up, man. Appreciate your time, man. We'll definitely catch up.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
Come this way, come this way.
Is there any other questions though?
No.
So the 8 hour is Friday, right? Everybody put their name on the dates too? Okay. So we have a full count on that sheet upstairs of everybody that needs to attend the 8 hour, correct? So if your name's not there on Friday, you're not coming to the 8 hour. So I just want to make sure that everybody is clear on that. And when you don't have your 8 hour, when it comes to renew your license and you go on unpaid leave, don't be crying to us. We'll work with you the best we can, but it's your responsibility to have that 8 hour and have it and have your license renewed, otherwise you can't work. So we're trying our hardest to provide it to you, okay?
We'll get the curses out the hallway, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
This door is locked. Let me try to get you in here. Since it's locked. Why she ain't let him in and not you?
Patricia? She's looking at his mirror.
Oh, I'm thinking that you belong in this class. If not, I'm trying to clear out the hallway then.
Can I call your extension, sir?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Angelina. I was on the phone. Yeah, go ahead and call it again.
Oh, just say that.
Right there.
Just say that, Mr. B. Just like, yo, Mr. B, I'm trying to get to class. Instead of ignoring me. One thing I can't stand is when kids act like they hear me when they don't. You feel me? Just go ahead. Yeah, just because you know what? I would never ignore y'all. Think about it. If you come to me,
You told me how to read the clock. She's so proud.
that's what's up. I'm glad you did. You're supposed to be proud. Shoot. For real. Guess what? Because when you teach somebody something, they're never going to forget that you taught them that. I don't care if it's directions to go down the street. That's facts, for real. I can't stand it. They want y'all to move. They call me away from one side of the school to come tell y'all that. And for future reference, though, there's cameras right here and there's cameras right there. That's watching y'all just sit there and be comfortable. I can't be too comfortable right there. Yeah, so since I care about this area, just make it your business not to come over here. Right? And you can go to your class. You said what? You said make you? You said make you? Oh, okay. Now it's not making. I'm going to continue on doing what I'm doing right now until then, okay? I will do my thing. This is a brand new attitude because you're around her talking like this. Shut up, what? I'm being annoying? You're being annoying. I don't gotta be annoying because I belong in the hallway. Because I belong in the hallway. You don't belong in the hallway. You do. Go ahead, what? I will bug you until you just stay away from my area. That's all. Y'all could. As long as you can stay out my hallway. That's all. I just want you to stay out my hallway. Right, I'm glad that I'm bugging you away from my hallway. All right? I'm glad I'm bugging you away from my hallway, all right? All right, good job. Clear it out. You good? But you're not going to talk to me that way either. But I asked you to leave the hallway, so go ahead. You the one who came back down here.
Yeah, because you making it seem.
Yeah, well, I'll continue on doing what I do, that's all. I'm not mad. I belong in the hallway. You don't. You making the scene. Yeah, it is. Just like it's your job to be in class, too. Right. But too bad you're not, though. Huh? Yeah, she is, right? That's what you wouldn't smell like if you was in the hallway. As soon as she opened that door, you smelled it, right? All right. There you go. Yes, ma'am.
This lady's sister coming up in office.
Okay.
There's nobody in there but me.
You got to send him to the main office, then. There's no one in there to help y'all. Appreciate you. Thank you. We'll catch up.
Say good morning now. You should have said it out there.
As long as I said it, that's all that matters. I said it to you, so what?
Jump on him, Bradshaw. Jump on him. Jump on him.
So how long you been working with the district?
About 3 years now.
3 years? And what made you choose this profession?
To be honest, because I started in Monroe, so I went to Monroe for high school, and I see the opportunity to be able to go to the school and actually try to work with the kids or put myself in the same shoes that they've been in. Because I was in their shoes, so I'm trying to guide them to see what, if I can help them out.
That's what's up. What's the most fun thing about this job?
The people you work with, if you got a good relationship with them, you have a good time, and you can actually talk to your people. You don't.
That's what's up.
It's a good work environment. That's what I look for.
That's what's up. Appreciate your time, brother. Well, how long you been with the district?
4 years. Including subbing, 1998.
Wow.
No, 1996.
What advice you would give to somebody that's trying to do this job?
Well, I would say that Mr. Williams is my name and safety and security is my game.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's
You know,
what's up,
just
man.
trying to make sure we keep a safe atmosphere for students and staff.
Right.
You know, and be one of the terms we were using today is be vigilant. And you know, just on your worst day, just try to put out your best.
Right, and do the best you can.
Do the best you can and let yourself shine.
That's what's up. What's the misconception about being a safety officer, you think?
I think one of the misconceptions would be is that, you know, we're put in a situation where we don't have any flexibility to make decisions.
Right.
You know, in contract security, you have specific functions that you do, whether it's patrol, maybe if you're covering a building, you know, you might have to do something like check a clock here in different locations and areas.
Right.
But I think as a school safety officer, you have a little more range and you have the opportunity to shape and support the direction of students.
Yeah.
So that when they do leave school, they'll have assistance in making positive decisions. Instead of gravitating towards, you know, the negative element.
Right, because there's always a bunch of that out there in the world.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Trey.
Yeah, I appreciate your time, man. Enjoy the rest of the training, man.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
I hear ya. That's the best guy in the game right there. He said, what, 28 years or 30? He's shy, look at that. Between that price range, 30. We don't want to jip him at all. It's different these days, ain't it? Yes, sir. Salute. Thanks for your time, brother. What's the biggest misconception about what you do in your profession?
In our profession or in this training?
This training or profession, combination of both, if you could.
Okay. I think the biggest misconception is there's not a lot of help. I think people think that in order to go to a therapist, you're going to be going to a therapist or somebody in the mental health field forever and ever and ever, and that there's no end. And that is very false information. The earlier you detect a mental illness, the better you are to have end results in treatment. I think people with the Youth Mental Health First Aid Program, I think a lot of people think it's going to train them to be a therapist, and they get apprehensive about that. That's not the case. It trains you to be a mental health first aid responder. So it gives you better tools to talk with the youth and connect the youth to the upper level of care that they may need.
And being observant.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, can you share the most memorable experience you had as a trainer?
One of the most memorable experiences is when we taught at a library, and we had some parents there who had children who had suffered from mental illnesses and how they had been treated in the system, and just the gratitude they had afterward that we were out there passionately spreading the word and trying to create awareness in others so that we could all treat kids and youth better and be more sensitive to their needs.
Outside of safety officers that you train, what other bodies of groups that you train with this? What other staff in the district that you train using this program?
We've trained several teachers. We've trained, me personally, I've trained community members, I've trained teachers in the Rochester City School District, teachers in other school districts in Monroe and Wayne County, several community members. We did a training for CPS workers and social workers in Wayne County. Not me personally, but our team has trained police officers, we've trained emergency responders, so we're really trying to get the word out there to as many people that connect with youth in any way, shape, or form.
Excellent.
So basically, we're going to teach you the difference between what's signs of typical adolescence and what are signs and symptoms of mental illness. For those of you that have been working in schools or working with youth, you've seen it all, I'm sure. And you're going to probably know a lot more than this program can teach you. And you probably have seen a lot more things than we could possibly ever cover in a training class. So just bear with us, and we're going to try and teach you the basics of actual signs and symptoms of mental illness.
Hi, my name's Martha Lynch, and I've been training for about 5 years. Mental health first aid was something that was brought to my attention by a colleague because we both retired from mental health work. And we knew that there was a need to get out there in the world and help more people understand what is mental illness and how do we begin to help people in our everyday lives, whether it's at our work or whether it's at home or in the community, because we saw a need for much more understanding and reducing the stigmas around mental health.
So you guys all work with kids. How many of you have kids in your families? How many of you have friends who have kids? Right, so this is not only going to help you professionally, but this will hopefully help you personally as well. How many of us take the time to step back and say, you know what, I think that kid may have a mental health issue and we need to give them some help? Great, that's great. And hopefully, we'll all raise our hands at least.
One thing that got me through life is sports. Played football through high school, 0506 section high champions. And track and field, that's it.
And are you new or are you?
Oh, I've been working for the position for almost 5 years, 6 years.
Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name's Josh. I actually work in this school, third floor, big picture program. It's a smaller alternative program. I think we have about 40 kids. We still get the same education as the high school, we're just in a smaller setting. And what got me through my childhood, my mother, she was big influence.
My name is Latoya. I started at 2012 with the district with Bachelor of Went to Edison, 9-12, got me through life. I was playing sports, I played soccer, basketball. My name is Pat. I work at Wilson Foundation Academy, grade level K through 8. What got me through life was a strong mama, a strong daddy, a belt, sports.
I'm Sierra, and since I'm 1912, what got me through life was my grandmother and music.
Cody, I'm at Ed. Got me through with my mom and me.
How you feel? You don't think I know my flow, honey? I got ears. I can hear. Big John! Come on, baby, before I put my foot through the door, let's go. I hope y'all got a pass. If you got a pass, I can delete this. Let me see it. It's only one name.
Where? This for me, you go over there. She was already over there with Mr. Cappy, so Mr. Cappy just wrote that together.
How long you been working with the district?
28 years to approximately.
28 years?
Yes, sir.
Wow. So tell me, what was it like back then when you first started, as opposed to now? What's the difference?
Well, now we're more organized and we have a unit and we're being steered in the right direction. And even though every year we have different changes, it's all about the kids.
Right. And the training is...
And the training, everything is geared around how we treat the kids and the staff.
And I'm understanding that they didn't have the training back way when you first started, of course, right?
No, they didn't. They just gave us a radio and said, go in there and do what we got to do to keep the kids from ripping up the place.
Wow.
You know what I mean? With that saying, we got hurt. People got hurt. A lot of things went out of the place until we put things in order.
Right. Tools were different. Uniforms were different.
We didn't have uniforms then. We were in jeans, hats, whatever, you know.
That far back, you didn't even have uniforms?
No, we didn't, because at that time when we decided to have security in school, they just picked the nearest people, them that passed their tests, fingerprints and stuff like that, didn't have no current, you know. warrants or nothing like that, and we was good to go.
Got your boy Sherrod Giles in the building. What's been going on, man? You're a safety officer, man. How long you been doing this job here?
Man, I've been here, it's about to be 8 years.
Wow, time flying, boy.
Time flying, man.
That's what's up, man. What you think about the training so far?
It's good, man. I'm learning a lot.
That's what's up, man.
Building my confidence up even more this year. Oh yeah.
Are you still providing information to those upcoming safety officers that have to put that work in?
Of course, especially the newbies. They need to learn what they about to get into.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate you, Kay. What made you choose this profession?
I just really enjoy giving back to young people. I've done this throughout my life for the better part of my life, whether it was with other agencies and corrections, whether it was with the county, or whether it was with Hillside Children's Center, whether it was with Center for Youth, and now to be able to come back to my alma mater as an SSO and implement some of the great training that we're experiencing here with the city school district, and apply some of the similar trainings that I've had throughout my career. To see that they're doing it here at the Rochester City School District is just awesome.
What's good with you, man?
What's good with you?
Back in training again? How many years you have?
Let's go
3. Okay. So what's it like, being in this profession?
It's great. I still love it.
Okay.
To make an impact on students and they impact your life as well.
What's this training like to you?
Oh, this year's good. Very informative.
That's what's up.
And things have seemed to be simplified. That you can get things a little bit more easy.
Appreciate your time, sir. How many years were you working with the district?
I've been with the district about 11 years now, almost 12.
Wow. And what was it like back then, as opposed to now?
In the beginning, when I started, we were actually in the process of stepping up as far as some of the equipment that we use, as far as x-ray scanning machines, scanning devices. I came during the transition when all that equipment was actually becoming part of the unit, and we actually then, when I started, began a training academy where we actually went to where the police officers go to get trained, and we were part of that.
Wow. So the equipment definitely was different, of course.
Oh yeah, they actually brought in the x-ray machines, and the x-ray machines were an important element for what we do, and also the walkthrough scanning devices were implemented.
And weren't the uniforms like
that is correct,
different?
And the uniforms, I forgot to bring that up. That's when we actually established a type of uniform where everybody looked like a unit now.
Mm-hmm. It was just one color.
Yes, sir.
How long you been a safety officer, brother?
This is my second year with the district.
Okay. So what tools have you gained from this training right now?
Oh my gosh, the tools here. I haven't even the whole toolbox yet.
Right.
There's so many tools that I have access to. We have access to, the mental health component of it has definitely helped with us. Mm-hmm. The first aid, and actually now we're going back to first aid with mental first aid.
Wow.
Then we also go to with effective communication, and just understanding that we have a duty to take care of those in our village.
Right. What made you choose this profession?
Oh man, I'm a people person.
That's what's up.
A people person that like being around people and knowing that each person is responsible for the next person. If somebody help me, let me help somebody else.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Have you learned anything from other safety officers that had tools in their belt?
Yes. You know that no one man is an island, and effectively communicating. So if I can listen to them, then I can get somebody to listen to me. Maybe with a certain set of words or body language or a tone or just certain elements of communication that you learn from being around other people.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate your time, and make sure you enjoy the training, my man. All right?
Thank you very much, sir.
How many years did you work for the district?
As a matter of fact, this year is my 10th year. 10 years in the district now.
Wow. What was it like back then as opposed to, now?
Definitely a lot changed now, man. When I first started, I was just gung-ho for everything, But now, when I get a difference of seeing the kids coming back in my life that I met when I was first in the district, how they thank me and stuff like that, man, it's a blessing now. It's a blessing.
Right. Okay, what's the most difficult part about this job?
I say the most difficult part is, man, you get your heart involved a lot. When you start loving a child, because you see them more, sometimes more than their parent, and they leave, or you know, they move out of town, or you know, you kind of get an attachment to them. But you know, that's one of the toughest things I ever dealt with, man. Just loving the child, man. You know, you trying to look at them as your own once you see them every day and give them that love and that care that some of them just never get, man. So I think the love is some of the toughest things that you just can't. There's no off and on button for that, man. Right. No off and on button for giving love, man. That just comes naturally.
That's what's up. I appreciate your time, sir. Make sure you enjoy the training.
Oh yeah.
We got this person trying to hide right here. What up? All right. Trying to hide from the camera and everything. He's been a safety officer for how long now?
Going on 6 years.
That's what's up, brother. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You enjoying the training so far?
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. What makes you keep coming back to this job right here, this profession, man?
Kids.
Kids. What advice would you give to an upcoming safety officer?
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
That's what's up. Thank you for your time, brother. Enjoy the training.
My name is Mary Louise Graham.
Okay. And how many years have you been working with the district?
37 and a quarter.
Wow. That is quite some time. So tell me, what was it like back then when you first started?
When I first started, it was 3 people in the building. I made 4. And we had the 4 corners of the building.
Mm-hmm. Was it equipment that you guys used, uniforms at all during that time?
No uniforms, just one Motorola big radio.
Wow. What's the most fun part about being a safety officer?
Fun part?
Yeah, if there's any for you.
Talking to the kids and having them call me their mom, their aunt, their grandma.
Right. That's a good support system, what have you. What's the most difficult part about this job?
Encountering violence or hearing about violence within the building that you're in.
Right.
Because we had the first homicide in 2000. It was one of our kids who was going to graduate in June. And it was on New Year's Eve when he got killed.
Wow.
So it was sad.
Yeah, very sad. That comes with the territory, not knowing, you know, what elements that they bring from outside into the building, and then it attaches to, you know, their whole environment, what have you. Have you trained or tried to help any new employees that chose this profession? And if so, what type of tips were you giving them?
I did. First, I give them the layout of the building, because you got to know where you are and where you're going and all that stuff.
Right.
And try to keep your own self safe, even when you're trying to help the kids. Sometimes you have fights and you get between the 2 people fighting, and you got to be vigilant at all times.
Right.
Pay attention to your radio. When I first started, I learned the lesson that when you go into a break up a fight, you have to call for backup first, and then you move in. But I moved in before, and the girl had a knife, and she was trying to stab the other girl, but she ended up stabbing me because I was in the middle. But,
oh, wow.
Yeah, but the knife broke, so it didn't penetrate my skin,
Right.
so, but I could feel it in my stomach, so
wow.
It was kind of hairy there.
Mm-hmm. And this type of training that we have here, do you think that it supports and adds on to your tools that you've learned yesteryears?
Yeah, it adds on.
Mm-hmm.
Every year is something different, so it adds on.
Mm-hmm. What's the biggest misconception you think they may have about being a safety officer?
They think we don't do any work, they say. Right? So we work from the time we set foot in the building until time for us to leave, and sometimes we don't leave when it's time for us to leave because of situations.
Right. Well, I appreciate your time and your energy and all the years of your service, and make sure you enjoy the rest of this training. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. What's good, brother? I caught you, man, red-handed, brother.
What's up? What's up? One and only.
What's up? You enjoying the training so far?
Yes, man. I'm enjoying it, man. Everything about it.
That's
Class,
what's
the
up.
people. You know, I'm getting along with everybody.
Constantly learning, right? What school you at?
I'm at Edison. Tech. I graduated from there.
What's it like working in the school that you graduated from?
Man, it's everything.
And what's the difference between when you went there as opposed to being on the other side now?
You know, now I get to see why King and Jack used to cuss me out. But I used to be skipping in the hallway.
Right. That's what's up, man.
You know?
Salute to
I
you,
see
man.
things on both sides now.
Right. That's what's up, man. Any advice you would give for anybody that's trying to get to this profession right here?
Stay focused, man. Nothing easy when it comes to this. Nothing easy.
Appreciate your time, brother.
All right.
Hey, my name is Billy Griffin. I've been in SSO for close to almost 30 years.
30 years?
About 30 years.
So what was it like back then when you first started?
Oh, when I first got started, let's see, I learned everything from Dino Page, God bless, he's deceased. And old school. You had the old school administrators, old school century. I mean, there was no type of problem. If we had a problem, couldn't deal with your administrator, they backed us up 100%.
Did you ever think you would be in this profession this long? And if so, what made you stay?
You know something, what made me stay is the kids. I enjoy working with kids. And to show the appreciation of my job, I had a man that came to me, I was at the bus station at the terminal, and he's 41 years old. He said, you know, you was my century at 6th grade. So a lot of people know me, and either they're policemen, they got good jobs right now. So they're doing good. So I appreciate what I'm doing, and evidently, like even right now, this SSO, I was some of their centuries. So I've been around.
I'm trying to find the boss here. Hey, how's it going?
Hi, how are ya?
That's what's up. Enjoying the training so far?
Training is great. The
That's
guys are
what's up.
doing great. We have so many new people, and everybody has been great as a team and building that synergy together. I love it.
How long have you been doing this?
This is my 10th year anniversary.
Wow. Yes, yes. Enjoying it so far. I appreciate your time, what have you. Now we have trainers doing a lot of, information given, and now you are an 8-hour certified for the safety officers. What's that journey been like?
So it's been really good because what we've done is taken the Department of Criminal Justice Services PowerPoint and been able to make it more school compliant and more personal to folks that actually live and breathe in the schools.
Right. What's the biggest misconception about safety officers?
I think they lack the understanding of how well trained that you guys really are and how much you care about the students in your job.
Wow. That's what's up. I appreciate your time, okay? Get back to the training. Hello, how you doing? Just saying hi. Got the troubleshooter right here, right?
Yes.
Okay. How long you been with the district?
20 years.
20 years? Wow. Different since back then to now, huh? Wow. That's what's up. What's your name, by the way? Yvonne? That's what's up. I appreciate your contribution to the district. How long you been a safety officer?
Going on 34 years this year.
Wow. What was it like back then as opposed to now?
Well, back then we didn't have the training that we have now.
Okay.
When I started, I walked into a school, they handed me a radio, we wore our own clothes, street clothes, and they said go up to the second floor, keep the kids out the house. I don't have to steal Danny Benton for a favorite saying. Be informed, not misinformed.
Be informed and not misinformed.
There you go. The older people, while they're still around, learn from them.
Learn from them.
Learn from them. And if you don't know, ask.
That's what's up. I appreciate your time, brother. Enjoy the rest of the training, man.
All right. Thank you.
see what I see. La 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 la. If you looked in my life, you see what I see. La 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 la. If you looked in my life, you see what I see. La 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 la. If you looked in my life, you see what I see. My life, my life, my life in the sunshine. Life can be only what you make it. When you're feeling down, you should never fake it. Say what's on your mind, and in time you'll find that all the negative energies, it will all cease, and you'll be at peace with yourself. And you won't really need no one else.
Let's go. Get out the hallway, yo. Let's go.
Tab 2 to a second floor SSO. Shooter move over here in 2C2. SSO, we got a 911 call from 2812. 911 call from 2812.
Gotta leave the hallway, sweetie.
10-4, this is Jackson, I'm right by 2812. I'm out.
Yo, Zacardi, Big Fatty, I gotta get out the hallway, y'all. You act like I don't see us. I'm trying to clear that. Cause you ain't hitting me when I'm...
For 4 years, we got about 4 or 5 students coming down, exit 1.
10-4. Why y'all not listening to me the first time I tell y'all to leave? That should be the question, though. Yeah. If you don't want to be in school, you should walk to the office so you can make a phone call. You already know better. That's what you want to do. Say. Y'all already could, yo. Y'all already could. Y'all already could, yo. Y'all already could. Y'all already could, like really. Right. Like, making noise like nobody's supposed to know. I gotta clear it out. How long y'all think y'all gonna stand it before people gonna figure y'all out? Cameras in the building, y'all making mad noise? For real? Y'all serious? I'm just serious.
This year makes 16 years.
16 years?
Yes.
What advice would you give to a new person that's trying to become a safety officer?
You have to have a lot of patience, and have been around kids, or else you don't have a lot of patience, you ain't gonna make it.
Did you ever think you was gonna be around this long? And if so, what made you stay around this long?
No, I never thought I would be this long. But kids in general.
So what's it like when you give tools to up and coming safety officers? What are the key things that you want them to know?
But what I really want them to know is the same thing with the students, that you're in an environment, and the most important thing for SSO that are coming in, your responsibility to provide a safe environment for the teachers to teach and a safe environment for the students to learn. And like the students, okay, if you want to make it 35 years and retire from the district, the responsibility is you can't take anything personal.
Right.
Now, one key element for me, I'm like Andy Griffith. I'm mild. I don't take anything personal. I do my best not to raise my voice, and I'm not Barney Fife.
Right.
Everything is emergency, and you get so emotional.
Yeah.
You can't learn by that, and you can't take anything personal that the students, the staff, or the co-workers say to you.
Right. Were you ever tapped out of a situation dealing with something that you felt as if drew you to have some kind of emotion?
No, or maybe once or twice. I felt a need to tap myself out. and no one taught me that.
Right.
So what I did when the young man or the young lady was disrespectful and rude, when a staff member came, I just backed off and walked away. Or if a parent came and was very derogatory and disrespectful, the person came and asked me to come with them. I wasn't even upset. I felt sorry for the lady, and she did come back and apologize. That was back in the 80s.
Wow. Interesting. What's the biggest misconception of being a safety officer?
That we do not care.
Wow. How can we change that?
Well, it's got to be from within, regardless of what a parent, the administrator, the principal, the students, or a visitor, regardless of what they say, you have to know for yourself that you're doing the best of your ability. And what they really need to focus on, a lot of times, they don't talk about this. We put our life in danger every day that we come into work when their school is in session, from September until June.
I appreciate your time, and I want you to enjoy the rest of this training. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Let me see your pen you got, bro. Let me see your pen. That's his pen.
Much respect due to the veterans, to the trainers, and the upcoming safety officers that are ready to take charge for the upcoming year, sculpting the new generation for greatness at the Rochester City District. I must say, it was very rewarding for me to interview so many coworkers of mine who shared many stories and scenarios that changed their lives. I met so many passionate people, young and old, that took the time to share their stories. Although we have 2 weeks of training, there are a million stories that could be shared and told, but very little time to catch it visually, to share with the masses. I did the best I could to zero in on what I could remember and what stood out to make this project entertaining and educational. This job could be very challenging, and without the support and training from staff, it could be difficult and a rough journey. We should all match notes to give productive tips so we could become a better unit. We should all take pride in what we do and be persistent the best way we can. Know when to be proactive. Know when to be reactive. Know when to tap out. Be on time. Know all your exits in your building. Get to know your staff. Make sure you communicate with staff about future events and major concerns. Try to stay on the same page as your unit. Radio communication is key. Learn your team's radio lingo in your building. Learn where your safe rooms are in your building. Tap out. Know when to tap out of situations that will cause you to make a negative emotional decision. Learn your command centers in your building. Make sure you keep your license and paperwork updated. Safety officers should also be aware of the requirements and standards of the company of which he or she is working. Consistently evolve and learn what works for you. Know your bell schedule. Be on your posts. Manage your environment. And last but not least, use your tools.